What is up, YouTube? This is Chris, the Unprofessional Dad, and I am back with another unboxing video of some amazing knives that I've got in today, and I am absolutely stoked and excited to share these with you and open them up and get my first look at them. You will be experiencing them for the first time with me, and I've done a few videos on a few of the knives that I have, and I constantly am trying to upgrade and add to my collection, and these knives I am excited to unbox and get into and explore for the first time. And I've got a few packages here, a few boxes, but the very first thing I want to do, actually, you know what, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the knife that I'm going to be using today to do this. It is a MTech LUDT with Bowler M390 steel. It is an automatic. I absolutely love this knife. I actually done a pocket knife collection video recently, and this is one of the mini knives that I forgot to add in that video. I absolutely love this knife. I've done a lot of carrying. It's got a lot of pocket time. It has a lanyard bead. I'm not lanyard and a bead. I'm not sure where the bead came from. I can't remember, but it's got a little skull here, skull titanium bead. I love this knife. Great jimping. The action is excellent. It will jump out of your hands. I don't like it as much as I like my Protex, but I do love this knife. Incredibly sharp knife. It's got a great razor's edge, but it is the Microtech LUDT, and again, I'm going to be using that to open these packages and unbox them. Now, the very first package I'm going to open up, I have to be honest, is not a knife. It is something that I got from Etsy, and I've been waiting to get this in. And I'll go ahead and tell you who I got it from on Etsy, because I really liked it, and I hope that when I open this up, it's as interesting in my hand and visually in person as it is online. And it is on Etsy. You can find it. The name of the guy or whatever is EDC for you. EDC FORYOW. EDC for you. And this is a titanium pry bar. And I cannot. I've been waiting on this thing forever. It's pretty nice. It comes with its own little bag here. Pretty nice. I wasn't expecting that. Was not expecting that. Now, this thing costs $25.99, and I'm really excited. Ooh. It's black. It's a titanium pry bar. Now, the pry bars that I saw on there, it was basically, there's a smorgasbord of them. Gunmetal gray, there's black, there's some different camo looking ones, some different color patterns and designs, and I got the solid black. Now, it does have a pocket clip on there. I don't know how effective that pocket clip will be because of the position of it, and looks a little good jimping. Good pocket or a can opener there. Can't really use this. It don't look like for screwdriver or anything like that. It is got very limited uses. I do like the finger choils there, so it's pretty nice. EDC for you, $25.99 on Etsy, and it is a titanium pry bar. I like it. I like it. I like a lot of my other pry bars a lot better, but I mean, the design is pretty cool. I wasn't really hoping to get a black one. There was some really cool color patterns and designs on there that I was really hoping for, but I'll take what I can get, and for $25.99, you can't beat it. It's a titanium pry bar, and I will put that in with my collection, and there will be many days, I'm sure, where that is in my pocket. And I apologize, my light just went out. Oh well. Let me fix that really quick. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that, YouTube. The one or two people who do actually watch this video, I apologize for that. Needed to fix my light there. I have this package right here. I know exactly what's in this package. I'm going to save this one for last because I am really excited for this, and I think when you see it, you're going to like it as well. It's a pretty famous knife maker. Right now, he's really popular. I've seen him on a lot of his knives with a lot of YouTubers and a lot of your big YouTube knife guys and stuff. I've seen him carrying one of these knives, one of his knives. And I couldn't wait to get one. The one that I wanted has been sold out. I've been waiting for them to do drops. It's really hard to get them because they're constantly sold out. And so I was just happy to get whichever one I could. And that one that I've got is not, or wasn't sold out at the time, so I took it. Okay, so let's see. We've got two knives here. Ooh, this is the Concept. This is the Little Main Street, I bet. Let's see, Concept, Little Main Street. I like the box. I've got a few Concepts or Cancepts or however you say the name, but I bought them at pawn shops and secondhand. I've not bought any new. I like the nice cloth. Microfiber cloth. Let's see here. No stickers or anything. A nice little bag that it comes in, a little pouch. Oh, man. I hate when I don't pay attention and I get these small knives. I hate these small knives. I'm a big guy with big hands. I was not expecting this knife to be this small. This is the Concept Little Main Street. I guess I should have paid attention to the Little Main Street. I should have paid attention to that. That's a sharp looking knife. I really like that look. I like the shape. I like the look. Good action. Good action there. Really good action. Deep carry pocket clip. The screws aren't inset, so I really don't like that when the pocket clips have the screws that aren't inset into the handle or the scales. It snags on your pants a lot, the hems of your pants and stuff. But overall, first impressions, other than the fact that it's really small, good action. It's a great little knife. It's sharp. It's a little small for my hands. You can see how big my hands are. So it's a little small for my hands. But now it's a little, there's a false jimping up there. It looks like there's jimping, but the actual top of the knife is smooth. So there is no jimping, but it looks like there is. Dual thumb studs, axis lock, crossbar axis lock. So let me see some stats about this knife. I was not expecting this knife to be so small, but you know what? That is my fault for not paying attention to it. I should have paid attention. This knife cost $69.89, so it's $70 for this knife. The Little Main Street crossbar lock knife. Daggone, the light keeps going out. Oh well, I'm not going to turn it back on this time. This is a Blade HQ exclusive. It is a Blade HQ exclusive. All right, it's a reverse tanto blade made from 154 cm steel. It's got a stone wash finish, dual thumb stud openers for convenient opening, blue aluminum handle with frag patterning, crossbar lock, tip up carry pocket clip. Let's see. It is 5.4 inches overall with a 2.25 inch reverse tanto blade, flat grind, aluminum handles, 1.9 ounces overall. It is only right-handed carry with tip up and made in China. So it's not a reverse pocket clip. It's only tip up, right-handed carry. And it is called the Little Main Street. I mean, it's, boy, that got me right there. That's a sharp blade, really sharp blade. the Little Main Street by Concept or Concept. I'm not sure how you say that, but sharp knife. I mean, it's small. It's just too small for my big hands. I've got big meaty hands, big sausage fingers, and I just don't like these small knives. This is a knife that I'm never going to carry. It's just too small for me. I do like, I mean, this is a 5th pocket knife or something like that. So, I mean, I guess there's a time and a place for it. It's a good looking knife. I mean, it's got some weight to it. Everything about this knife I love, other than the size. And again, that's my fault. I should have paid attention and looked at what I was buying. So far, I've got a titanium pry bar that I'm not too impressed with. I mean, I was hoping for a different color, but that you don't really get to choose what color you got, and I understood that going into it, so I was okay with whatever. So I'm okay with the black, but it's just, there's just nothing special about it. I mean, it looks cool, but that's about it. And we've got a Little Main Street knife that is way too small for my hands, so it's not at all what I was expecting. So far, I've got 2 things, and I am not impressed with either one of them. The next one that I'm going to show you is another one. This is the new Kaiser Militao. Now, this is the mini Militao. Now, I did expect this to be the mini because they were sold out on all the other ones on Blade HQ. So I did take the mini, the Kaiser Mini Militao. These things are hot right now. They are selling like hotcakes, and I apologize for my little one in the background. The Militao. Let's see. Best wishes for you, with a card on the back. We've got a bunch of stickers. That's pretty cool. You know, I'm almost 50 years old, and I don't know why I enjoy getting the stickers out of the knife so much. Oh, this is really neat. A lot of Christmassy stuff here. We've got some hardware here, some bolts and screws there. We have got another microfiber cloth and a Kaiser tag here. So let's see what we've got in another bag for our knife. So this one comes in a bag as well. All right, now again, I did know that this one was going to be a smaller knife. I expected that going into it. I'm not shocked by this one because they were all sold out. Oh, and it's not as small as I was expecting. Wow, this is a sharp knife. The Kaiser Militao. Now, I am horrible at the front flippers. That is sharp. Look at that knife. That is sharp. The Kaiser Militao. It is a liner lock. I've got to get better at that. I don't know how people do that. Those big sausage fingers, I'm telling you. That is such a nice knife. Deep carry pocket clip. Now those screws are inset. See that? So they're not going to snag on my pockets or anything like that. You can see that those screws are inset into the scales or the handle. So they're not going to snag on my hems of my pocket. Man, I am so impressed with this knife. It looks good, it feels good. It's the mini, and it takes up my hand, so I can only imagine how big the full size are. Looks awesome. I mean, this is a sharp knife. Now, how sharp is it? Oh, that's a really sharp knife. I love this knife. I really, really like this knife. The Kaiser Militao. Let me see, what are some stats on this knife? The Kaiser Mini Militao. It has black G10 with acrylic inlay. It's 2.8 inch satin blade. Right now you can get it on Blade HQ for $59.99. It's a drop point blade, satin finish, Nitro V steel. I mean, nothing special, but hey, it's better than 440 or whatever. It's got a thumb hole and a front flipper for opening. Black G10 handle, acrylic inlays, like I said, liner lock. It's tip up, right-handed pocket carry only. So it's not a reversible pocket clip, and it's tip up only. And that is okay with me. I like carrying my knives in my left pocket because I am left-handed, but I do not care because I'm a little ambidextrous, so I will carry them with either hand, use the knives with either hand. I've got a few front flippers and I just cannot do it. I am the worst. It's those big meaty fingers. Oh, there we go. There we go. Man, I'll get it with time. But look at that knife. I mean, that's just beautiful. I'm not a big Kaiser fan. Or yeah, I'm not a big Kaiser fan, but I really like this. I mean, I really like this. Wow. Some stats about it are 6.7 inches overall, 2.82 inches in the blade. It's a drop point, flat grind. Let's see, it's 3 ounces, so it's got some weight. It does have some weight. It's made in China, and it's the Mini Militol. That is a sharp knife. I just can't get it. I can't say it enough. Guys, if anybody does watch this video, I'm telling you, this knife, I'm so impressed with it. I've got a lot of great knives, and my Kaiser knives, just none of them really wow me, but this one does. I really like this Kaiser. And I will definitely be getting the full-size Militol, and I will be getting a Militol fixed blade. I really like that. The Kaiser Mini Militol. And what a nice package. I mean, they're gearing up for Christmas, for the holidays with that knife, I guess. Okay, so one box down. Next box. Let's see here what we got in here. Pretty much know what's in here, but all right, so there's 2 in here as well. Ooh, I'm gonna take this one out first. The Hogue Deka. It is my very first Hogue Deka. I've owned a Hogue Deka before, so I guess I really can't say it's my first, but it's the only one that I have right now. I don't own a Hogue Deka right now, so this will be the only one in my collection. Let's see. So the only thing that comes in it other than a moisture packet is a Hogue sticker, the Hogue safety manual and warranty, moisture sticker, and let's see here, and a little bag for the Hogue. And that is the Hogue Deka crossbar lock. First impressions, I'm thinking bug out. That same lightweight, same feel to the scales, deep pocket clip, screws are not inset, as you can see. Dual thumb studs with the crossbar lock. It's a little tight, so the action's not great on this. I'll have to loosen that up or oil it. Made in the USA. CPM Magna Cut steel. I like it. Does got jimping, but I wish there was more. The jimping is very limited and only goes to here. My thumb really stretches out, so I need that jimping to go farther up into the blade. But I like the shape of it. It feels a little this is one of those knives that you're gonna need to buy some secondhand, or not secondhand, but aftermarket like scales. Get some titanium or aluminum scales. This is one of those knives where it's going to need that. I can really tell. I like the action. It's a little stiff, but it feels, I mean, this knife is $140 with the magnet cut and everything, so it's not cheap, but it's not that expensive. But I mean, it's $140, but in the hand it just has that light, fragile, kind of like skimpy kind of feel to it. You really need, I can tell how those aftermarket scales would make all the difference with this. And that's why I see so many people that do online and on YouTube, you see a lot of people with the Dekas that have those aftermarket scales, and I can see why now. The one that I have owned in the past had aluminum scales on it, and I bought that at a pawn shop and sold it back to the same pawn shop down the road later on. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. It feels good. I like the size of it. It fits my hand. I like the deep carry pocket clip. I like the shape of the blade. I like the magnet cut. I like the crossbar lock. I like the action. It definitely needs to be oiled or loosened or whatever you do to improve the action, but it's because it's definitely a little stiff. But I mean, overall, for $140, you can't beat it. That's a American made with magnet cut steel. Let me see some stats on this thing here. Let's see. The Hogue Deka. Let's see. Black polymer, CPM magnet cut, dual thumb stud openers. It's got washer pivots that you can definitely tell that's not ball bearings. Accessible able lock system for safe and easy one-handed operation. So they're calling it the able lock system. Reversible deep carry pocket clip set for tip up carry only. So it is reversible pocket clip, but it is tip up only. Which again, I've said it before in my other videos. I do not understand the argument or the conversation to be had between tip up and tip down. I know that a lot of people are fanatics about that, and they are only tip up, and how dare you carry a knife it's tip down or whatever. I don't understand the argument. What's it all about? Is it a safety issue? Is it a tactical issue? Quick action? You know, what is it about that? So it's designed by Alan Elishewitz. It's American made, 7.5 inches overall, 3.25 inches for the blade. It's a clip point blade, stone washed, which you can tell it's got a stone washed blade. Black polymer scales. The frame liner is steel. It's 2.1 ounces overall, which again you can tell because it has that bug out feel, that really light bug out feel. It's American made, crossbar lock. For everyday carry, the Hogue Deka. I really like this knife. So I've opened 3 knives and a pry bar, and 2 of the knives have been home runs. This is phenomenal, and that Kaiser Mini Militao. I like them both. Really like this. Absolutely great. And this is, again, right now on Blade HQ, you can get this knife in its current configuration with the black polymer and the magnet cut steel for $139.46. So great knife. I will definitely be giving that a lot of carry, and I'm definitely going to be getting some aftermarket scales for that right there. The next knife, I'm excited about this one. It is a QB. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. box. The packaging is nice. All right, so we get a typical microfiber cloth, and you get a QB registration card, and that is all that comes in this box. A really nice box. But this is the knife. Oh, gotta open that plastic. This is the QB. Ho, ho. This is by far the best one that I have opened yet tonight. I love this knife. Wow. This is called the Tidius. I think it's called the QB Tidius, Tityus. It's a frame lock knife with flamed titanium. I hope you can see that. The flamed titanium. Look at that blue hardware. The way that accents that. Look at that blade. I mean, that is beautiful. It feels so good in the hand. I mean, this is one for my big hands. Look at that. You still got overhang. Look at that. Now there is jimping on the back right here, but my finger is going to be more up on top. But I can see how that would find a time where it's going to fit right there. Wow. Deep carry pocket clip. The screws are inset. I mean, home run. Home run all the way around. Great action. Wow. Really good action. That has great action. Look at that. I mean, that has just great action. I am so impressed with this knife. Wow. A drop point blade with a bead blast finish made from Sandvik 14C28N. It's a flipper opener with ball bearing pivot for snappy blade deployment, and you can tell that that is bearings. Oh yes. Flame titanium handle. It's extremely tough while remaining relatively lightweight, and I can confirm that. A liner lock. I guess that's not really liner lock, that's frame lock. Tip up pocket clip. Right side pocket carry only, so it's not reversible. I mean, wow, this knife, look at that. That knife is beautiful. It's got your thumb hole there, so you can open it with that. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Look at that blade. Look at this knife. This is definitely the winner so far of what I've opened tonight. And again, I haven't opened anything too special tonight, but I've got like 10 knives right now that's on the way that are coming, so I'll be opening a lot more knives. But tonight, so far, this is the winner. I mean, that action, the blue hardware, the way that accents that, I mean, the titanium scales, I mean, the handle. This is just awesome. 8.13 inches overall with a 3.38 inch blade. Sandvik 14C28N, drop point, bead blasted. 4.9 ounces overall, so that it is not lightweight. It's got some weight to it. A thumb hole and a flipper on bearings. Made in China. I mean, this thing is sweet. I love this knife. Wow. This is one of my favorite knives that I own right now. I've got a lot of nice knives, expensive knives, and this is definitely one of my favorites now. I love this knife, guys. If QB is a winner, man, I've got to get some more of them. This knife is a winner. Look at this. Look at that pocket clip. Now, if that was a milled pocket clip, I mean, of course you're talking this. I paid $100 for this right now. You can get this on Blade HQ right now for $100, $100 flat. Now they have more expensive ones and they have less expensive ones, but I mean, just look at that. What do they call that? A blood groove or whatever? What do they call it in the blade world? This knife. Oh my gosh, guys. I am a fan of QB now. I'm probably saying that so wrong. I hope I've said some of these knives the right way tonight, but the QB Tidius. I mean, that thing. Let's see. Look how thin that blade stock is. That's a slicer right there. That is a slicer. Wow. That thing, oh my. That's the sharpest knife so far. Of all the knives so far that I've opened tonight, this is the sharpest one. I'm going to have to start bringing paper onto these videos so that I can start opening or cutting some paper as I do this. All right, guys, the last knife that I'm going to open for this video, I am stoked to get. I don't even care about doing a video for it. I just want to own and carry this knife. This knife I have been waiting for. It comes out of Idaho. It's a maker that is well known right now. He's worked, I think, for CRKT, a few different companies. I've seen so many people carrying his knives, and it is TJ Shwartz. This is the Overland Shwartz knives, and it is a little, oh, it's kind of like I got with my Sabenza Magna Cut. It's got a date that it was made. TJ Shwartz signature. Let's see here. Comes with a Shwartz sticker, and again, 50 years old almost, and I don't know why, but I absolutely love the daggone stickers that come with the knives. I don't use any of them. I just put them back and collect them all, but one day I'm going to let my boys do a collage of all the stickers that we have. But and we have a ton of them, and they will have a field day going to town putting those stickers on a board. I like the way that it's wrapped with this microfiber cloth. The TJ Shwartz Overland. Man, that retention is there. Did you hear that snap? Look at that pocket clip. Love the Kydex sheath. Ooh, look at that knife. Look at that daggone knife. The Shwartz Overland. Now that's jimping. Look at that. Now that's aggressive jimping right there. That's jimping that's going to grab your thumb and hold it. Your thumb ain't going nowhere. It'll take the skin off before I let your thumb go. It's a good size handle. It's going to take up my hand and fit my hand well. Magna Cut blade. my card of scales. I mean, man, I love this knife. It has got some weight to it, let me tell you. That feels so good in the hand. If you've never held one, obviously all of these knives and stuff, when you get into it, they look one way on TV, and as I've even learned, they look one way and you get them and they're a little bit, or they don't have the same impression in person that they look on TV, whether they look smaller or bigger or whatever. Sometimes they don't feel the same way. Like that whole Deka, it kind of felt like the bug out, a little light and little frail almost with that plastic and stuff, that polymer scales. And then sometimes you grab a knife and man, it just feels rugged and strong and ready to work. That's what this is. You put this in your hands and you can feel it. Like this thing is ready to start cutting cardboard or going into the woods and feathering some sticks or whatever you're wanting to do. You can just feel that this knife is ready to go to town. It's ready to go to work. You can feel it. What a well-made knife. Look how thin that is. The scale and the blade stock together. But at the same time, it feels perfect. It doesn't feel too thin, doesn't feel too wide, too bulky. I mean, it feels great. The Kydex sheath, again. My bad. Oops. Let's try this again. I mean, that's got some snap to it. So the retention on this is obviously going to be there. There's going to be a lot of retention. There's no shake, no wiggle or wobble. This thing ain't going nowhere. It's going to hold that knife well. Now, of course, if you've looked at any of the TJ Shwartz knives, if you've ever bought one or if you've looked at them online, they are not cheap. Shwartz knives you pay for. Now, I actually wanted the Lost Trail 5, and I will get a Lost Trail 5. I want one so bad. Man, I want one so bad. But this is more expensive than the Lost Trail 5, and I will carry this far more than a Lost Trail 5. It actually has the drain hole at the bottom and everything. But, I mean, the Lost Trail 5 is just bigger. It's more of a survival and camping knife, where this is more of an EDC. I mean, it's still a camping knife, a worker, but at the same time, you can also do EDC with this. It's a lot smaller. So it's more functional on a daily basis. Has more uses probably. I mean, not that you couldn't do the same thing with the Lost Trail 5. You could EDC that as well, but it's a big one. But I want one for sure. Magna cut steel, 63 to 64 RC, black Cerakote on the blade, green canvas micarta scales with the textured grip, black screws, black screw collars, OD green Kydex sheath. It's 8.5 inches overall, 3.8 inches in the blade. The tang thickness is 0.14 inches and overall thickness is 0.5 inches. Let's see. It's a CNC flat grind. Sharpen angle 18 degrees each side. Let's see. I mean, yeah, just the typical stuff. This knife right now you can get at schwartzknives.com. You can get it for $2.95 plus tax and shipping. So it is not a cheap knife. The Lost Trail 5 is $1.95, and I definitely want one of those, but I'm glad to have this, and I'm going to carry this so much. I'm going to tell you, tonight I've opened a couple knives that I really, really like. This knife, the QB, the Kaiser Mini Militaw. I mean, very blessed, very fortunate. I'm very thankful for all of these knives, and to be able to do this, to be able to buy these knives, to own these knives, to collect these knives, to enjoy these knives. It's the only hobby I've had. I've said in my other videos, I'm a full-time dad of 6, a full-time dad of 4. I have 6 kids, and 4 of them I have full-time. and they're between the ages of 2 and 9. So I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of hobbies, but my hobby that I do enjoy on a daily basis is my knives. And I absolutely love them, and it is a blessing and a privilege, and I'm fortunate. And I mean, that right there is a work of art. To get to own this, I mean, I'm so thankful. I'm just blessed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. Listen to that daggone click. I mean, that retention, that snap, daggone. TJ Shwartz, you are an all-star. I mean, you are phenomenal. I can see exactly why so many YouTubers and stuff in the knife world are carrying your knives, the Overland and the Overland Sport. I do want to get an Overland Sport now that I've had this. I'll tell you, one of the things that I really like about the Shwartz knives, and the thing that that I really like about the Lost Trail 5 is what is it again called that they use on the scale, or the handle, it's what is that stuff called? Rich light. The rich light on the handles. I mean, from everything that I've read and seen, that rich light is phenomenal. It's real tacky and strong, and it'll grip your hands well if they get wet or anything like that, and if you get hot. And of course, these are micarta, so I'd love to have rich light on it, but the micarta works just as well. It's got a great lanyard on the back here, lanyard hole, I should say. So whether it be rich light or micarta or whatever, I enjoy it. I'm thankful to have it. I'll get a lot of use out of this. I'll do a video on it after I've used it a little bit and actually put it through some paces and tested it out a little bit and done some EDC. You know, I'll do a reaction video to it of what it's like carrying this knife and how it performs and stuff. But that Lost Trail 5, I really want to get that, and I want to get that rich light and experience that, the difference between that kind of a handle and the other ones. But all in all, some great knives. I've got plenty more coming and some other videos that I'm going to be doing this week. I've got like 10 more knives coming in a couple different shipments, so I'll make it into a couple different videos. But I absolutely love these knives. I love sharing them with anybody that does happen to watch my videos. If anybody does, thank you if you do take the time to watch my videos. I love this thing. I love the knives. I love the knife community, and it's a great time in the world, and we are very fortunate and blessed because they have a lot of amazing knives out there right now. You can get any type of steel that you want, any type of look that you want, any type of shape that you want. The options are so unlimited. It's amazing. And I apologize for my little one in the background watching Mickey Mouse, and he is excited about something. So guys, thank you for watching and experiencing these with me for the first time, and I can't wait to share the next video with you. But until then, this is Chris, the Unprofessional Dad, signing off. Let's get to it.